What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Shadowlands video. How are you doing? I hope you're all doing very well. Grab your coffee. Listen, just got this mount. Look at this thing. It's so cool, man. Got this mount. It can do a little cool dance like this. It's so silly. We just did the Glory of the Sepulchre Raider achievement. I just got this last night. I'm going to walk you guys through how to get this achievement if you haven't got it already. This is, of course, the meta achievement for Sepulchre. The first ones, you go into the raid and you do every single boss with an added twist. There's an extra like mechanic that you're going to have to deal with for every single boss fight. So let me walk you through how to do it. I want to get into the video right away because there's a lot to talk about for each one of these bosses. And the reward, if you get it done, is this mount right here, this squid. And this thing is super, super cool. So if you want to get this thing, come along for the ride, and let's talk about how we're going to do it. Let me just move this over here. I had it on the wrong monitor. There we go. And then let's get all this other stuff up and running. We're going to look at my Twitch VOD, which is over here. And I'll get the camera going as well. Bum, bum, bum. So this is a really cool achievement. Let me get my notes up. There's a million things to talk about for this. And we're just going to dive right in with Guardian. So let me show you. The Guardian achievement has to do with an ad that's over here. Let me turn the volume down. I'll show you. There's an ad that you have to grab before you start the Guardian fight, and he's right here on this platform. So this is him right here. He's laying on the ground, and you have to grab that ad. He's called the Depleted Automa. You need to pull him off his ledge and get him down into the boss fight. So let me show you how we end up doing that. Let me skip ahead. I end up dying like an idiot. So you basically need a Death Knight for this, okay? So we get our Death Knight to grip the ad right there. Let me show you in action. Our Death Knight grips the ad onto the main platform, and then we're going to pull this ad all the way up to the defense matrix. So here comes the grip from the Death Knight. There it is. This guy will not move on his own. You have to actually move him. Oh, right. We have to. He's not going to move. That's funny.
Don't touch him. He's not going to move till he's activated.
Don't wake him up.
We gotta. Can you boop him? Yeah.
So there, that, and then we get our monks start bouncing him. Oh, there you go. And then our hunter actually blasts him here. Okay, so you see we can move him. We need to move him over here to the defense matrix so that he can stand and get powered up when we do the fight. So let me just show you exactly what that looks like. 1350, let's go there. 1350. So here's the boss fight. We are powering up this guy just like we power up the defense matrix. So you can see he's going to start getting powered up here. And eventually, once he gets fully powered up, he's going to spawn. And he's going to cast power up on himself. This does a lot of damage to the raid. So watch this.
Oh, geez.
He just starts channeling into everybody, doing raid-wide damage that ramps up over time, okay? You have to kill him before you finish the rest of the fight, okay? I was healing this fight, and it was good I was, because we needed a lot of healers here, because everybody starts taking massive amounts of damage. So he just keeps channeling over and over and over again. This Depleted Automa, he'll just keep going. Overth got aggro. So I link here. There, he finally died. Poor Overth. Poor Overth got wrecked by the ads, but the ad that we needed to kill is now dead. We have completed the achievement. Now we do the rest of the fight as normal. They were like, whoa, don't you? The rest of it is normal. You get into the exposed core. You heal everybody in here. You throw all the cores into the front area until the main boss guy comes out. Healing? Like, come on, bro. He activates. You did it. Jay got trolled again. So the boss comes out, and then you nuke him down just like normal. And then once you get to the very end, you'll get the achievement. We'll kill him in the last couple percentage here.
Oh, I just got invited to a guild.
I didn't spend one holy power.
And boom, we got the power on achievement. So that's how you do it. Drag that ad across with the Death Knight, bring him over to the defense automa, power him up by killing ads near him, and then you have to kill him before you finish the fight. That's the first fight. So let's go to Skolex. Hey, we did it. 2720. Let me back up here. Skolex has 4 pillars around the outside of the arena. You have to get him to burrow onto your team and blow up each of the 4 pillars. Just like this. Here comes his burrow, and he's going to hit this pillar here. Okay? So there he goes. Boom. He's destroyed pillar number 1. There's a second pillar over here.
Any damage? What
He has to destroy pillar number 2. Here he comes. He's going to destroy that. Then he has to destroy pillar number 3. You can see our tracker is tracking this. I need to make sure that I should have mentioned this at the start. IAT is Instance Achievement Tracker. That is the add-on that I have, and it's an add-on that you need to get if you want to do this achievement. It just makes it so it tracks every part of the achievement that you're doing, and you can see right here we have 3 out of the 4 pillars gone. So make sure you get Instance Achievement Tracker. Get that from CurseForge, wherever you're going to get it from. That will track all the achievements that you need. This one's called Wisdom Comes from the Desert. So here we go. Here's the final one. On this final pillar, if you've been dodging his burrows, you need to get hit by this last one, because you can see all of our raid frames have 12 and 13 stacks. So everybody needs to stay in for this to get booped up so that you drop your sand stacks. Then you're going to lust and do damage. And you just kill the boss like normal. Very normal. And you'll get the achievement at the very end. So that's all you got to do. Get rid of each of those 4 pillars. Stack up as a group under the pillar. He will burrow and hit you, and he will destroy the pillar. Do that 4 times. Then you kill Skolex. That's the fight.
It feels fine.
That's the whole fight right there. And here's the achievement. Wisdom Comes from the Desert. That's it. That's the Skolex one. So let's move on to 3515. So this is the Xy'mox room. There are platforms all on the outskirts of the Xy'mox room. There's one here, there's one to the right in the middle, and then there's one to the far right on the other side, swinging over here. There will be a relic that's going to spawn. A glyph is what it's called on this fight. You need to get players to grab those glyphs, bring them to the main platform where everybody else is standing, and then those glyphs will debuff the entire team. Once everybody on the team has all 3 glyph debuffs, then you can kill Xy'mox. If anybody on this fight dies while having the glyph debuff, it's a wipe. You have to start again. So you have to go get all 3 glyph debuffs, bring them to the middle platform, and then nobody can die, and that's the achievement. Does that make sense? So we were kind of having to work this out, but you have to use some sort of a gate or a door of shadows to get over these platforms here. Okay? So you can't jump once the fight starts. There's no extra bonus boost of speed that Xy'mox gives you. You must use Door of Shadows, or I think hunters could disengage with Cheetah on. And you can use Door of Shadows, like I said, or you can use a Warlock Gate is the best way to do it as well. So you do need some sort of movement ability to get across these platforms. Let me go to 3845. Let me show you exactly what a glyph looks like. Over in the corner here, you can see this little ball, this black ball. That is one of the glyphs. Now, it doesn't spawn in the same order every time. It'll spawn on a random platform. One of the 3 platforms will have the glyph on it. So you have to have people who are ready to go, who have their movement speed ability ready to go, so that they can jump to the platform and go get this glyph, and then bring it back to the center. So this is actually one of the hardest ones to do, in my opinion, of all the achievements, because the glyphs only spawn for a certain amount of time. So you need somebody to go get it right away. You can see our guy running over there to go get it. And our instant achievement tracker tells us that it's spawned. So it's right over there. Somebody dies. But you can see that that's where it is over there. So go get the 3 relics. Bring them to the center platform. Excuse me. Everybody will get debuffed. And then you can kill the boss. One really, really important thing to say about this fight is that you cannot, I repeat, you cannot use any excuse me, you cannot use any movement abilities that are going to cancel being slowed. So if you have an ability that removes slows on your character, you cannot use it, or else you will fail this achievement. Okay, does that make sense? So, for example, I took my ability down here, Shift 3, is my Spirit Walk for Enhancement Shaman. That removes movement impairing effects. You cannot use that, or else you'll fail the achievement, because when Xy'mox dies, you need to have all 3 of the glyph debuffs need to be on you in order to get the achievement, okay? Does that make sense? It's kind of convoluted, but you'll see at the end here we're going to get the achievement as we kill Xy'mox. Boom. Xy never ever marks the spot. So it's a real cheeky play on words there. But basically, those relics are going to spawn randomly throughout the room. Go get people to grab them. They spawn at different phases. So the first glyph spawns at like 25% of his health, then 50%, then 75%. So you have to be watching and have somebody ready to go to each of the different steps. Go grab the relics, bring them onto the main platform, give them to everybody. Then you need to kill him without removing any of those stacks. So don't use like a thing that gets rid of slows, and you'll get the achievement there. A little bit more convoluted, but that's how that one works. Let's move on to Halondrus. 112.55. So the Halondrus fight, I'm going to pause this for a second, and I'm going to show you another thing that I have here. This one here. Let's put this up here. So this is the Halondrus fight, okay? You're going to start here. You start right here. This is stage 1. We're fighting him right now on stage 1. These are artifacts that are scattered throughout the encounter. You need to grab 6 of these artifacts. There's only 6 of them. You have to grab all 6 of them and bring them to the final room over here, okay? Then those 6 artifacts will turn into ads. You need to kill those ads and then kill the boss. Make sense? So what you have to do is you have to assign people to go pick up these different artifacts along the way, and then they'll, once you get them to the final room, they'll turn into ads, and you have to kill those ads. We'll get to that in a minute, but just know this map that I have right here, I'm going to link it in my Discord. So if you want this map for your team to show where the different artifacts are going to spawn, take this from my Discord. You can have it for free. Just know that this is what you need to do here. So let's get back to the video. We're fighting him in the first stage here, okay? So nothing happens in the first stage. There's no artifacts here. So you want to DPS him as quickly as possible. Excuse me. Move into the second area. You can see as we start picking them up. Oh, sorry.
100 DKP if you bring your missiles on top of white.
Did you guys get your first ones? That's true.
Like, fuck that shit.
Move forward here. Sleepa grabs the first one. Here it is. Sleepa has gained Strange Artifact, 1 out of 6. That's, again, the Instance Achievement Tracker tracking it. So Sleepa's got 1 out of 6. We're good to go. I am responsible for number 5. So this is the second area right here. We have 2 out of the 6, I think, already. And there's another one in this room we have to go get. He's almost ready to move to the next platform. In fact, we basically phase him right here. So there he goes. He's going again. Now, we are moving. We've done the second area here. We're moving towards the third area. This is where the bulk of the treasures are. Sorry, the artifacts are. We're right here right now. We have to get 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? I have to get all of them right here. So here we go. We're moving forward. I have to go and get number 6. It's down here. So we have 3 out of 6. I'm running down the hill to find my
right now.
last artifact. It's right here. Unfortunately, I'm an idiot, and I put the Earthcracker thing right on top of it. But you can see it right there. Okay, I just waited out. No big deal. Here's the artifact right here. It's sitting right there. It's that little cube thing. Okay. And I'm gonna click it. It's called Strange Artifact. 4, 5. I'm getting the 6th one.
Got it. The last one.
And boom, we have 6 out of 6. So we're good to go. Okay. Now we move into the final room. Get everybody, get together, get together.
People are still attacking.
So then we're good here. He's going to plant himself. Once he plants himself, all these artifacts we've gathered are going to turn into ads. Right now, here they go. Boom! They turn into ads. Now we have to kill the ads. Okay? One thing we didn't realize is that once these ads die, they turn into those little motes. You know the motes that are trying to get to the boss right here? These little motes right here, they're trying to get to the boss. You can't let them get to the boss. So once you kill these ads, they're going to add a whole bunch of motes to the fight that you didn't have before. So just be aware of that. So now there's a whole bunch of extra motes that we have to deal with while we're trying to DPS Halondrus down. So, yeah, so there's a lot of extra orbs now.
Are they dead?
Yeah, they're dead. They're dead. So now we just kill the boss while managing the new orbs that we have just spawned. Okay? You see that there? It gets a little bit hectic in the end.
Boss of the expansion right there.
It gets pretty hectic. See all the orbs that are trying to go in?
I need heals.
Coming in.
Gotcha.
So you keep fighting him. Keep pushing on the orbs back. It gets pretty wild.
It's like, nope, I'm gonna put the beam in your face.
But it's not. It's you know, it's kind of like heroic in the heroic
That was a good one.
version. It gets really wild. So there's the shimmering secrets. There you go. That's it right there. That's how you do the Halondrus one. Now, moving forward, let's go to Dauseugne. So we're going back up the hill here. 124.40.
So true.
Dauseugne requires you to grab an orb from one of the ads before you get to Dauseugne. It's this guy right here, this big guy. Okay? He's called a Colossal Reclaimer. You need to kill this guy. He's on one of the side platforms that you would never normally go to. You have to kill him, you get an orb from him, and then you take it to the fight. I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. 127.55. There's the orb on top of our mage's head. Arthurial. He's got it right there. Once you cut Reclaimer, you get an orb. You need to get somebody to pick up the orb, and it should be a class that can be very mobile.
Look at that big thing on your head.
Because the person with the orb has to dodge all of the halos that come out. And then you kill the boss, and that's the entire fight. This person with the orb cannot get hit by any of the halos, or else you lose the fight. Okay? So here it is. I'm going to go to 129.05. You're going to see...
First Halo.
Here's the first halo. Arthurial is over here. Our mage. You can see him in the corner here. Here comes the first halo. He's going to blink over. That's why we gave it to the mage, because he can blink over the halo. But you can use like Door of Shadows or Soul Shape and stuff, but it's easy on a mage because they can blink on their own. So here you go. He's setting up. He's getting ready. He's getting close to the line. And then, boom, he blinks across. And now we're still good to go. So it gets a little bit crazier later in the fight because he has to blink twice.
The same fight.
Same fucking people.
So here comes the next phase.
Far.
Where
Where the first one?
Ethereal's going to have to blink twice. He's over here.
This is it. This is for all the marbles, boys.
I don't know if I can actually see what he's doing.
Stop DPS just in case I fail.
So here's Ethereal right here. He blinks right there over to here. Good job by him. Here comes the second wave. He's going to need to blink again. And he blinks again. I think he just shimmered probably, right? So he did a perfect job. He totally got it. So you need one person who's capable of moving like that, and then you can kill Dauseugne, and that's the entire fight. That's it, guys. So you get the achievement here.
Just let him die?
4-ring circus. So that's it there. That's Dauseugne. Let's keep moving here. Prototype Pantheon is the Corgi fight. This is actually really, really hilarious. This was my favorite fight, I think, of the entire raid. So on the wall right here, you can see there's a paw. There's a green paw right here. Hopefully you can see that. You have to press this paw when everybody is in the room all together. Everybody has to be here. Make sure you're all here. This will activate the Corgi mechanic on this fight, and you're going to see it in a second. So somebody presses it right here, and it's going to go away. There it is. The paw goes away. Now, we've activated the achievement for this fight. Here's what happens. When the prototype of Renewal comes out, that's the Night Fae one, the Nature Night Fae one. She always puts the conga line of animals. In the conga line of animals now is going to be a bunch of corgis. You have to go and press on those corgis or be nearby somebody else who's pressing on the corgi, and it will give all nearby people 1 stack of the corgi buff. You have to get 5 stacks of this in order to get the achievement and then kill the bosses. So phase 1 doesn't matter at all. Okay, it just doesn't matter at all. This achievement can't be done until you get to P2. Okay, so let me go to 146.40. Our the Wild Stampede was kind of bugging out on us.
The one near the bosses?
We're in P2 now. There's the prototype of Renewal. She finally casts Wild Stampede. It took us a long time to get there. You're going to see it starts happening over here, and there's going to be little blue corgis.
Everybody stack up together here.
Dark blue corgis are in there. See them? See them coming out? They're so cute. So people are pressing them right now, and the heart buff means that people nearby are going to get a corgi buff. Watch the raid frames here. Here we go. Grum, Sleepa, Misty, me, Amaran, Skalvanis. We all have 1 corgi buff. So everybody has to get 5 corgi buffs. Look at how cute those things are. Everybody has to get 5 corgi buffs, and then you can kill the bosses. So
Clear out.
it gets a little bit hectic because there's a whole bunch of other mechanics that are happening that you have to be like respecting.
Here, guys,
It's basically just a healer fight where the healers just have to keep everybody going through these mechanics until you can get enough corgi buffs on everybody. You can see them all in our raid frames here. So some people have 2 now of the corgis. At this point, some people have 6. Some people have 4. We still have a couple people who don't have 5. You need to get 5 on everybody. So like our Druid Yandrina here, and then Misty needs one. I need one. Amaran needs one. We're waiting for the final conga line of corgis to come out, which it was bugged a little bit, and it wasn't casting, so we had to wait a very long time for this, which was kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. What's bugging out here?
Nikita, where you at?
So Nikita was the last person we needed, I think, to get it.
Okay.
With you. Moon.
Let's go to 150-20. 2 more
Needs
people.
2 more.
One more
So there's
people.
another
There's
one
one
coming
running
in.
away over here.
Here we go. So now we have 17 and a 17. That's what the instance tracker will track for you. Where the wild corgis are, we are all good. Now the boss can be killed. So everybody you can see on the raid frames has at least 5 stacks of the corgi debuff. Then you just nuke the bosses down, and these things died like so fast.
To see behind the bosses.
Once we get to phase 3 here, watch all these bosses come out, and we just press lust, and we just blow them up. They die so quickly. I don't know what was going on here, but anyway, they died very fast.
We're fine. Yeah.
And that's it. That's where the wild corgis are.
What
Okay?
was-
That's what you have to do for the prototype Pantheon fight. Let's move on to Lihuvim. Sorry, 204-15. Lihuvim requires you to have somebody in the party who has a Reeves, the toy Reeves. Then you have to put a Reeves in front of this golem guy right here, okay? And you can watch he's doing it right now. As soon as he put that Reeves down, it transformed this prototype thing into a Reeves. And it becomes a boss that you have to kill. That's the entire fight. Somebody needs to have a Reeves. They put the Reeves down in front of this guy. He turns into Reeves. And then you have to kill
Oh, look, he
Reeves
changed.
on the fight.
Changed already.
Okay? Let me just show you what that looks like.
We're putting the stars at
205-30. So you can see Reeves right here. Reaving Automa Neo. That's what he's called. He looks like he's a big mechanical dude. So you have to kill him before you kill Lihuvim, and then that's the entire fight. Okay? That's it right there. 208-40. He is a very thick he's a very thick guy. So we've killed Reeves at this point. Then we need to kill Lihuvim. That's the entire fight. Pretty simple. You just have to have somebody in your party who has that toy Reeves. So there you go. The Protoform Matrix. We got that achievement as well. Let's move on to Anduin.
It was cool how tough he was.
Anduin's fight, Anduin's takes place in a couple of other places. So before you get to the Anduin fight, you have to go collect 3 haunting
we don't all have to
memories.
go, right?
Okay? They're called haunting memories. These haunting memories are found in 3 different places.
We already got the one.
Let me go to the spot
We got the one in
and
Xy'mox's room.
There's
21155. Let me show you.
what? We got the one in Xy'mox.
Okay, so right here, I'm going to show you on the map in a second. Jay is grabbing one right now. Right there, that little glowing golden orb right there. See that? My mouse is on it right now. That is a haunting memory for Anduin. Jay grabs it here. You can see I can scroll over it there. He grabs it and picks it up.
That one's got.
So that's one.
Xy'mox one's got.
I'm going to hit my map here. So this is the location of the one that I just showed you. That's one of them. Right here by the Halondrus trash. There's one in the Xy'mox zone on the first platform to the left here. Okay? And there's another one upstairs on the way to Dauseugne. The Dauseugne trash area. I don't know exactly where it is, guys, but on the way to the Dauseugne fight, there's a 3rd memory for Anduin. Once you get all 3 of those memories, you can go fight Anduin. Okay? We're going to be able. So what that does is once you collect all 3 of those, it activates what's called Anduin's Grief. And that is an extra ad that's going to spawn in the downstairs phase, the first downstairs phase on Anduin's fight. Okay? So I didn't actually get to see this because I wasn't in the downstairs phase for Anduin. So this is my second downstairs phase. But the point is, you're going to go into the downstairs phase. The first team will go, and they're going to see.
Star spaghetti.
Does it show it here? Let me just show you. Right here. So listen to Jay here.
1 and 3, 1 and 3.
He
Can we turn
resets
the
stacks.
boss to
It's
the
called
entrance?
Anduin's Grief.
He resets stacks when he goes on a new person.
Alright,
so.
there's Anduin's Grief.
So they're downstairs killing it right now. That ad has to die.
That's what we
Stars
gotta
out,
kill.
please.
We have to make sure we kill that.
That's the entire fight. You have to go downstairs and kill Anduin's Grief. So go collect the 3 haunting memories before the fight. The first team that goes downstairs, they kill Anduin's Grief. That's it. You do the rest of the fight like normal. That's the whole fight. So very, very simple. Nothing too crazy.
Hold
Relax,
on.
relax, relax.
Hold on.
This is us getting the kill at the very end here.
Yep. All right, we're good. Clear, clear.
So that's it.
Close the rest.
Oh, pardon all my bullets are.
All right.
Clear comms, Turtle.
He's
Stop
dead,
talking.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
So there's coming to terms. Okay, let's go to Lords of Dread. 20 to 30. So let me back up a little bit here.
We got
The
it.
Lords
What
of
do we-
Dread fight is all
what I
about the
don't see
Among
is
Us
people.
Artie's
phase.
got it. It's
Let me go back. So you can just kill the bosses like normal. Once you get to the Among Us phase, there is a puzzle that's going to spawn on the outskirts of the area. I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. So here's Infiltration of Dread. That's the Among
Okay.
Us phase.
we got Among Us. We got Among Us.
The puzzle spawns in the back corner, right there. Right over here in this back corner. Our mage is once again doing the puzzle. It's kind of hard to see right now, but you can see right on this ledge, there's like a little like tiny looking like lanterns almost. That's a puzzle. It's like one of the Zereth Mortis puzzles where you have to, I think, get rid of all of the shapes that are on the page. So you need somebody who enjoys doing those puzzles. They have to do this puzzle during the Among Us phase. That's the entire fight. He's back there in the corner doing it right now. Okay? That's
Who's
the best
the-
view I can get for you, but you can see
What
it
I
back
don't
there.
see is people.
On top of that, you just have to do the fight as normal and you'll get the kill. But
I
that's
don't
all
see
it
any,
is.
but
During the
it's
Among Us
okay.
phase, send somebody to do the puzzle. Once they complete that puzzle, you can kill the boss. Okay? And you'll get the achievement. Let's show it here. Right there, the bosses are gonna die. So again, it's a normal Lords of Dread fight except for that puzzle. Nothing too crazy. Okay? There's Amidst Ourselves. Okay, second last boss, Rygelon. Let's go to 244.40. This one's quite simple. So you have to stand right here around the room. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there one over there? There's 6, I think. There's these little like blue things in the floor. These blue things in the floor that have like, I don't know, some sort of blue liquid in them. You need to stand directly on top of where this blue thing is right here. Right where our group is standing. Everybody has to stand either here or there. You have to be standing on one of them. It doesn't matter which one you're standing on, just stand on one of them. On this blue section. If you're not standing on the blue, this achievement will not work. Once you stand here, you start the boss fight, and everybody gets an extra mechanic on the fight now.
All right, we're good.
So there you go. We've done it. We pull him into the middle. Here's what happens on this fight. There's one new mechanic that happens, and it happens in 2 different ways. So I'm going to show you the first part here. You just keep doing the fight as normal. There's a swirly over here. Do you see this swirly on the ground? That's going to happen. It's like a light blue swirly. That is going to knock everybody back from where the point of impact is. So you need to tank the boss in the middle of the room. You can't take him on the edges anymore or else you get knocked off the edge. So this is going to come down, this falling star, boom, knocks everybody back. Very simple. Then, when you get to the massive bang portion of the fight, you're going to do that like normal. Do your massive bang where you go into the downstairs phase.
So now, we get pulled
when this swirly spawns, it's going to pull everybody in instead of knocking everybody back.
instead of bounced. guys.
Okay? So, I'll show you in a second. It's going to spawn in a second here. I think if I... There's a swirly... Right there. See? Right now, it's exploding and it's pulling everybody in instead of knocking everybody back. So watch this. It sucks us all in. It doesn't really do anything. Honestly, it didn't do any damage at all. It was just kind of a minor inconvenience. But you can see that's how the mechanic works, and it spawns fairly often. Here's the second one going off right here, pulling us all in. So the more dangerous one is when it knocks you back. That's the much more dangerous one, in my opinion.
Kill the quasars right away, please.
That's it. That's the entire fight, guys. You're going to see lots of knockbacks and lots of pull-ins. And the rest of the time, you just do the fight as normal, okay? Here comes another knockback right here. Boom. That's it. That's the entire fight, guys. That's it. So not too crazy. You just have to make sure you're positioning at the beginning of the fight that you stand on those blue little areas that you have to stand on, or else you won't even be able to activate this. Okay? So there you go.
Good job.
We are all made of stars. Okay, let's go to the jailer. Let's go to the jailer. 3 0 0 15. On the jailer fight, above everybody's heads, we can't see it, but above your heads there are 6 little like spheres that spawn, little brown spheres all around the encounter. When you do the glyphs here, when you have to fall in the hole and get launched up, somebody has to grab those spheres that are up in the air. You have to grab all 6 of them. That's the achievement here. Okay, so you're gonna see right off the bat, we'll get the first glyph cast coming out. So the runes, sorry, here comes the runes. People jump in
after this, right?
The sphere is right in the middle. It's right here up above our heads. So they're gonna bounce backwards, and somebody's gonna try and grab it.
Did y'all get it?
So somebody got it. Now we have to quickly move to the next location where the next sphere is gonna be, which is in this blue square right here. Okay. So he's gonna cast his runes again. There's rune number 2. This is the next set.
This is not the triangle, but
Needs to be.
So then somebody else grabs that one.
I got it.
So yeah, Canada got it, which is really great. Okay, then you're doing the rest of the fight as normal. You're doing the tank mechanic, etc. We start to run into some trouble here.
Line of sight right now.
We have to line of sight here.
After watching that fucking video.
Then we get the next set of runes over here.
Get to that dummy thick moon.
And I
marker,
think
boys.
we miss this
Alright.
sphere.
nope. Somebody went the wrong way.
That's it. Nobody got it.
So we end up missing it, which would normally be a wipe, but it's okay. There's another way to get it.
We got one more that might be possible. This little hole right here next to us.
So Jay's talking about this hole right here. You might be able to bounce backwards and get the, because there's a sphere right above our heads right now. Okay, so watch this.
Somebody's back's got to be facing it.
So here it is.
Run away.
We have to run away first. Then we get the next set of runes.
Got it.
And somebody got it. Somebody got the one that was behind us. Let me just back that up a little bit. Sorry. There's the room right here. It's our D. I think it's our DH. He jumps up here. You can see him going up, and he flies and gets the orb, which was fantastic. I'm going to show you the orb in a second. I'm sorry I wasn't looking at it more. I was trying to do damage.
We got
LOS.
line of sight.
So now we have to LOS again. Now, we're still kind of behind an orb. The next orb that we need to get is right here on orange.
There's
It's
6
above our
extra
heads
bombs
again.
and 6 orbs. You
So
gotta
we
double
need,
up.
after there's a tank mechanic here, I think. Tank mechanic.
Watch the knockback.
Then we get another set of runes.
There is no knockback. I'm just kidding.
Here it is.
I'm
So
going
somebody
small.
needs to get this orange one above our heads, and then somebody's going long over this way to go get the next rune, because otherwise we're gonna run out of rune casts. You have to basically do it perfectly, 1 for 1 on every single one of them. But we messed up, so this guy's going ahead early to get the next
I'm
one.
going for skull. I'm going for skull.
He's going for skull. We have somebody going for orange. You're gonna watch this here. Here it is in action. The person jumps up and runs through this orb, and that's how
job.
you collect it. That's it right there.
Good job. Okay, we need to move then.
He
Right, we
also
need to
got
move.
skull. We both got both of them. So now we have one more. The last one here.
Purple's still there. Purple's there right now. Get purple.
Our DH goes up. It's really, really critical, I think, to have a DH on this fight, because he just jumps up and then he starts flapping around up here. He flies right into it.
Nicely done.
And
Okay,
that's
we got
it.
That's all of them.
That's the
Tank
achievement.
mechanic.
Then you're gonna do the rest of the fight. Let's go to the final part of the
job,
fight.
What's going on?
Alright, just gotta kill the ball stuff. It's spreading.
We actually spread to file intentionally, which was kind of troll, but
Fucking Christ, you did not actually.
this is the final part of the fight here.
I can do the holes now.
I think this is fine, guys. I think this is fine.
Oh my
This is
goodness.
fine.
I feel fine.
Wow.
The block's not gonna help your.
That's it. Hey, that's the whole fight. That's it right there. So that's it, guys. That's the achievement, and it gets you, of course, Glory of the Sepulchre Raider. You get a mount. The mount I was showing you at the very beginning is an awesome-looking squid. I actually love the mount. So if you don't have one of the squids yet, because you can't be bothered to like fish 15,000 times to get that other squid that's like in the open world or whatever, I know this is just the easiest way, in my opinion, to go get the squid, because right now normal Sepulchre, the first one, is not that hard if you've done the raid at all, and getting this achievement is actually not too difficult. So
Easy.
let me move ahead here to the
just
mount
figured
picture. We
people
get them
already
all
did
together.
this
There's the
before.
mounts right there.
Isn't this mount low?
And that's it. I know this was a bit of a longer video, but again, skip around to whichever part of the video you need to check out. But that is the Sepulchre of the first one's achievement run. It gives you an amazing mount. The actual fights are really, really fun to do. I loved all these fights, especially the Corgi one on Pantheon, Prototype Pantheon. That was so much fun to get those Corgis and get the Corgi buff. It's really hilarious. So Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Drop a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't done that already. I also have a Patreon down below. If you want to support the future of what I'm doing on this channel, I would absolutely love your support on Patreon. Thank you guys again so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.